Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, good afternoon. First of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Luciana Desenta Fitri. I'm a student of Universitas Aisyah Bandung. What I want to do this afternoon is to discuss tips and trick material about written skill 7 to 9 in TOEFL. My presentation lasts about 10 minutes. Let's start our lesson. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hopefully in the next few minutes we can focus on learning and understanding the material that has been given. Firstly, I'd like to look at skill 7, present participle or past participle. Active followed by the verb ing. If the passive sentence followed by verb 3. To be, it consists of is, am, are, was, were, has or have been, will be, can be, could be, should be, maybe, and so on. It can be if to be followed by two things, if as an active sentence followed by verb ing, or passive sentence if followed by verb 3. For the example, the diamond jewelry is always kept in a safe place. So, do you think the sentence is correct or incorrect? Yep, the sentence is incorrect because keep in the verb 1, it should be followed by verb 3. Keep, kept, kept. Keep in verb 3 is kept. So, the diamond jewelry is always kept in a safe place. So, let's continue to skill 8. Okay, skill 8, it's about base form verb. Verb, do not use anything. Do not use as, ing, ed, and verb 3. If there are modals such as will, would, shall, can, could, may, might, must, should, and have to. For example, if will eat, just will eat doesn't need to be add as. To be will eats. So, in this skill, in essence, must be the original verb, doesn't use anything, base form verb or verb 1. I have a good example of this is, the weatherman said that it might snowing tonight. So guys, the sentence correct or incorrect? The sentence is also incorrect because after modals might the verb follow ing. So it should be snow without ing. The weatherman said that it might snow tonight. Next to this slideshow, the 9th skill, which is the last skill that we will learn today. Skill 9, singular and plural. Singular means one and plural means more than one. We must be able to distinguish one and more than one pointer. For singular noun, as each, every, single, one, a, or an. The difference between a and an is that a is used for nouns that start with a consonant, while an is used for nouns that start with a vowel. For example, an apple with an, and a table without an. But there is a word that even tough, it is a consonant, still read without an. For example, university, because university although initially U, but read university with W. Besides that, there are also consonant but use an. For example, an hour, because the way to read it is our letter H. You don't have to say it. So we choose an for hour, an hour. Now, it's like a pointer to plural nouns. Both, two, many, several, various. Both it's mean to, both chair or both chairs. The correct answer is both chairs with S because both plural more than one. For plural nouns, we need to add S, but we have to remember that there are some nouns that if a plural nouns can be add S, but it change. For example, tooth don't become tooths, but become teeth. Person is not persons, but become people. So we have to look and read the read word first, not directly add S. Let me give you an example. He gave many different reasons for his action. Many that are plural and the reason for plural have an additional S. So this sentence is correct. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Finally, we have finished discussing skill 7, 8, and 9. Let me now sum up. Skill 7 is about present participle or past participle. Of obtain be, is, am, are, has or have, will be, maybe, and so on must be followed present participle or verb ing or past participle, verb 3 or passive voice. Furthermore, in skill 8, if there is modals, will, would, shall, can, could, may, might, must, should, and have to, afterward must be have verb 1 or original verb. Then the last skill, skill 9 is about singular and plural. The keywords for singular noun are each, every, single, one, a, or an, while a plural nouns are both, many, several, and various. Let me end by saying quotes from Imam Shafi'i that say, if you can't stand the exhaustion of learning, then you will bear the pain of ignorance. Thank you for your consent. Sorry if there are a mistake. I really hope that what I have said before can be understood and useful for all of us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.